One of the hardest part of building something new is not the work. It is when people around you don't believe in what you're doing. Maybe you are trying to start a business, maybe you are trying to change your life, or maybe you are trying to leave the path that doesn't make you happy anymore. And instead of support, you hear things like, are you sure that's a good idea? Why would you leave a stable job? And suddenly the people closest to you become the ones planting doubt. If you have ever felt that, this video is for you. The first thing you needed to understand is that most people are not trying to hurt you. They are trying to protect you, but they are protecting you based on their own fears, not your potential. If someone has spent their whole life believing that the only safe path is go to school, get a job, and stay stable, then when you say that you want to build something different, it feels risky to them. And when people feel fear, they try to bring you back to what feels safe. But safe for them might not be the life you want. Sometimes people also don't support you because your growth reminds them of their own limitations. Your ambitions forces them to question their own choices. And not everyone is ready for that. But here's something that took me time to understand. Your vision was given to you, not to them. When I started building my online business, I didn't expect everyone to understand what I was doing. Because honestly, from the outside, it probably looked confusing. But inside, I knew it. I wanted something different. I wanted freedom. I wanted to build something that belonged to me. I wanted to design my life differently. And the truth is, people cannot support a vision they cannot see. They only see what exists today. You see what could exist tomorrow. A big trap many people fall into is waiting for validation before taking action. They want everyone to agree, everyone to approve, everyone to support the decision. But if you wait for universal approval, you might wait forever because new paths always look uncertain in the beginning. When I started focusing deeply on building my business, I knew it might not make sense to everyone, but I also knew something else. The person who will live with the consequences of your choices, it's you. Not your friends, not your coworkers, not society. You. So the most important approval you need is your own. Sometimes the best strategy is simply to build quietly. Not every step of your journey needs to be announced. Not every idea needs to be shared before it becomes real. There is power in working in silence, learning, improving, building momentum, because once results start to appear, people suddenly become much more supportive. It's interesting how doubt often turns into admiration after success, but you cannot wait for that moment to begin. You have to believe before others do. Another important thing is choosing carefully whose opinions you listen to. Not all advice carries the same weight. If someone has never built a business, never taken risks, never tried to change their life, their perspective might be limited. That doesn't make them bad people. It just means their experience is different. When you are trying to grow, it helps to learn from people who have walked the path you want to walk. People who understand the challenges, people who understand the vision, because the right voices can give you guidance instead of doubt. So if you feel like the people around you don't fully support your dreams, I want you to remember something very, very important. Your life is your responsibility. Your dreams are your responsibility. And the direction you choose will shape the life you experience. Sometimes the path to build something meaningful requires walking alone for a while. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you are early. If you stay consistent, if you keep improving, and if you keep moving forward, eventually results will speak for themselves. And one day, the same people who doubt you might ask you how you did it. So we stay focused and keep building. And if you want more videos like this, videos that show you how to build a life where you don't need permission to live on your own terms, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I will be sharing more real stories, real strategies, and real steps to help you design a life that actually feels like yours. See you on the next video. Bye.